swing by tweeting us hashtag IMTWin or hashtag C9Win to show your support, and we'll tally those up and show them on screen as we get into game. Everybody's wondering about the top lane, but each lane here could carry the game for either team as we come into this matchup. Who will be the final qualifier going to Worlds for NA? We're going to find out here in this best of 5 series. Immortals versus Cloud9, and we are on the Rift.
When I look at the compositions, immediately I look at the Immortals composition and think that Adrian, you know, he's a big part of their CC here, and he has to be on point with his bindings in fights as well as his ultimates to possibly set up Huni for those team fights. It's a lot of backline dive with the Vladimir as well as having the Echo, so they're going to try to get onto Sneaky and blow up these low mobility carries.
Yeah, the Bard is definitely something we haven't seen a lot of from Adrian. His champion pool has changed a lot as the season has progressed. He was the range support guy with the Soraka and the Janna earlier on, which was different than the 2015 version of Adrian, who was the engage guy.
Yeah, the Leona and all of that stuff. He even played Morgana back when he was in Challenger as 10Q.
And I think one of the biggest criticisms of Adrian is like, oh, small champion pool can't play very much, because when he does find his champions, he seems to focus on them. But what's interesting this year, his Taric was fantastic in Toronto, and now we're going to get to see what his Bard brings to the table. And like you said, it's a focal point of this composition, and he has to be able to land that CC.
He's also somebody you never really, until, or I guess in the back in the day, getting that Leona ban, he really doesn't see too many banned towards him now. So if he can keep playing the same things, hide those in the back, practice them when you can, and then you bring them out on the Rift, nobody expects it because you're that guy that just plays ranged.
Yeah, exactly. The Soraka used to be the second most banned champion against Immortals, right behind the Rumble, but people haven't been banning it as of late. It just hasn't been the same type of... no, it's funny, too, because you would think that it would be a high-priority ban because standard lanes and a high-priority pick.
That's
Soraka usually does well in them, but because we're having such types of carry